This video is proudly sponsored by New Type. Tools, accessories, model kits, these guys have it. Hop over to newtypeshq.com and use promo code Otaku for 10% off on your next purchase. Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes, and welcome back to the final episode of this massive build from Bandai Japan. So, why don't we kick things off with the 1/48 scale, Mega Size RX-0 Full Cycle Frame Mobile Suit Unicorn Gundam. And without further ado, let's get to it. So in this video, we're pretty much going to be focusing on constructing the whole entire mobile suit while doing some light panel lining and applying the water slide decals. So without further ado, let's roll that sweet B-roll footage.
my hand off the wheel. I'm like a deer in the headlights. Just can't believe what you think and feel. 'Cause I've been going backwards, drifting off with your words. Can't find a way to deal with this now. Don't you see you imply forever, but this is however, not in line with your own vows. 'Cause it's a bitter, bitter pill that I need to swallow, swallow still. Can't believe that this is real. To be going on without you gives me chills. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. So skilled at procrastination. You gotta give me credit for that. Lost you when I stagnated. I should've seen it right off the bat. 'Cause you've been sending signals. I guess it's very simple, but I was occupied with myself. Remember that you implied forever, but now you like whatever and moving on to somebody else. 'Cause it's a bitter, bitter pill that I need to swallow, swallow still. Can't believe that this is real. To be going on without you gives me chills. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. I know you struggled with your patience, 'cause I was holding us back in every way. And now that I've learned the basics, my apologies won't change anything. Won't change anything. Apologies won't change anything. 'Cause it's a bitter, bitter pill that I need to swallow, swallow still. Can't believe that this is real. To be going on without you gives me chills. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. It's a bitter pill. Yeah, it's a bitter pill. Yeah, it's a bitter pill. Yeah, it's a bitter pill.
So in this final stage, I want to apply some panel lining solution onto my plastic pieces, but there is a big issue. These pieces aren't protected, so I need to apply a semi-gloss spray onto the surface. Not only this will protect the plastic, but it'll help reduce the effect of it melting the plastic. Now, to do this effect correctly, you have to apply not 1, not 2, but 3 coats of spray onto the surface. Not only this will create a nice protective surface for the paint, but it'll actually preserve it quite nicely. Now, once the panel line solution has set and dried, grab yourself some good old lighter fluid. Me personally, I'm going to be using the Zippo lighter fluid to clean out the excess paint that's left with the solution. And like that, dudes and dudettes, we have reached the end of this video, and this has been an incredible 5-week journey of building this massive model kit. And I want to share with you guys my thoughts and impressions about this model kit. And they're very simple, but at the same time, there are some big deciding factors if you want to do a custom build. So let's jump into it. First and foremost, my very first perfect grade was a Unicorn Gundam. And then after building a Unicorn Gundam, I was immediately hooked on building every perfect grade that I can get my hands on it. But that was like 5 years ago, and within that time, I've taken it upon myself to do every kind of custom build that I can possibly can, by learning how to install LED lights, or just learning how to paint in general. And the one thing I really wanted to do was build the Unicorn Gundam just one more time with custom LED lights. But there was a big issue when it came to actually installing these lights for this Gundam, and that was a budget. Now, to reiterate, I usually keep a budget between like $150 to $200 when it comes to purchasing paint supplies or buying LED lights. This particular build put me on the edge already past $300, and that was primarily focused on the LED lights. So let's do a comparison. If you buy a perfect grade Unicorn Gundam right now from Amazon, you're going to be spending close to like $180, and that's with taxes. But if you install the LED kit that comes with that perfect grade, which is like around $89 plus taxes, you know, if you live in California, it's gonna be really huge, you're gonna be spending close to $302, which is pretty good for a perfect grade, and I'm not gonna knock that. That's actually really cool. But this is where things get really interesting. So if you go on Amazon right now and look for the Unicorn Gundam Mega Size, or eBay in general, that sucker is gonna be inflated up to like $180 to $200 because it's really hard to find. So that's one factor. But when it comes to actually purchasing LED lights and buying paints behind that, you're going to be spending an additional $300 behind that, which brings you close to like around $480, which is insane. I know, I was shocked myself, but you can use that money to buy another perfect grade or do another custom build if you choose to. Now, I know there's probably a handful of you out there asking yourself, well, how many LED lights did it take to actually construct this mega size? So once again, let's do a comparison. Perfect grade Unicorn Gundam with LED lights, it's going to be a whopping 16 LED lights. Mega Size Gundam, close to 46 to 48 LEDs if you don't decide to add like the thruster effect, so you're cutting that down to half by 4. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and it paid off with this build, but at the same time, it was not worth it to spend so much money to create that level of detail. So that's where I'm pretty much decided on the factor if it comes to doing a custom build for a Mega Size. If you want to go the extra length and you got the spare cash to do it, by all means, go full throttle on this project. But if you're on a crunch and you don't want to spend too much money, but you feel like there's something else in the market that can take half the time while at the same time give you the same kind of effects, then I would say go with the perfect grade. But that is just my opinion. You guys are entitled to spend the money on how you choose to see fit. This is just my opinion. But I'm pretty sure there was probably somewhere down the lines that Bandai wanted to actually make an LED unit for the Mega Size Gundam, but it probably would have cost like around $150, so they decided on doing a smaller version for the real grade series, and that's just as good. If you don't want something that takes up a lot of room in your office or in your house, I would say go for the real grade version, and at the same time, it's actually a lot more cheaper too. So with that being said, you're probably asking yourself, wow, I guess the Mega Size is a big handful to work with, and you're absolutely right. Then should I go with the perfect grade? Hold up on that. If you already have an opinion on what you want for a mobile suit, and you don't want the unicorn mode, but you just want the destroy mode, go with the Mega Size. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're the kind of individual that wants to have 2 transforming features, be prepared to actually fork over not only a lot of time, but at the same time a lot of money towards paints to doing a perfect grade build. And I can personally tell you, 5 years ago, it was probably the hardest model kit I ever built next to the Millennium Falcon, and I absolutely enjoyed it. It was an absolute treat. But if I was a regular consumer and I saw the two on the shelves. One for $150 versus one for $300. I'm gonna go for the mega size. It's affordable. I don't want to deal with complicated pieces. At the same time, I can get that kit done in a day. So I'm pretty sure there's a handful of you dudes and dudes asking yourself, then why, Otaku, did you invest so much money into resources and paints and supplies? First and foremost, this is a trilogy project, so I have one more Mega Size Gundam coming out for you guys before the end of November, but most importantly, this was a passion project. I always wanted to go to Japan, and I want to go to Japan with my fiance to really be immersed in the Japanese culture, but being a full-time builder and actually going to see this Unicorn Gundam with my own eyes in person would be an absolute treat. But only time will tell when I'll actually have the time to do it. And, that would be great. That would absolutely be great. But I'm busy. I got a lot of things I gotta do, and I hope I have the time to take a break from my everyday life to go see this guy in person because we both need a vacation desperately. But with that being said, thank you dudes and dudettes for watching this video. Thank you so much for the new subscribers that came in at the end of the month, and I'll see you dudes and dudettes on the next video. Later.